So today we're going to look at the small, humble, but mighty Rhodia dotPad notepad. Uh, if you're into fountain pens, chances are you have Rhodia notepads or notebooks or little, all kinds of their papers sitting around on your desk somewhere. Usually we have a couple of these in the house somewhere. They're fantastic, especially for fountain pens. Rhodia started making the first Rhodia pad was made in 1934 in Lyon, France. Uh, it's on the Rhone River, and people born in this regions are called Rhodians. So that is why it's called Rhodia. Um, the brand was acquired by Clairefontaine. I didn't know this. I didn't know that Clairefontaine owned Rhodia. They were acquired by Clairefontaine in, what was it, 1980? I'm going to say, what is it? 1997. Looking through my notes. So um, I didn't know that. And Clairefontaine is another one of my favorite papers. Beautiful paper, too. But each of these are different enough that I can understand why the two brands still exist, even though they're owned by the same company. And so, what do we have? I'm going to take a quick look at it. Now, I have Clairefontaine notebooks, but I usually buy Rhodia pads. I like the spiral binding on the top. It also comes with the type that has a perforated paper and two staples through the top rather than the metal binding. You can also buy different notepads and journals and things like that. Personally, I like the dot matrix, but they make a blank, and they make a lined, they make a grid, and I believe they also make a lined margin paper, but I could be wrong about that. It's a very smooth paper when I run my hands across it. It feels very nice. On the back, it just says high-grade vellum paper, and it feels high-grade. I believe probably just wood pulp and things like that, but it's beautifully made. It feels very smooth, and it's very good with all kinds of fountain pens. And when I write on it, I wouldn't say there's much tooth to the paper. It's very, very smooth running my finger across that. Other people might disagree with me. I use my hands. I'm an artist and a picture framer, so my fingerprints are actually rubbed fairly smooth just from sanding things and handling dry products all the time. So yeah, so to me this feels very smooth. And I'm going to just give you a little writing sample. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now, if you watched any of my videos where I'm doing things with pens and ink, it's always the Rhodia pads I use. You flip it over, and you do see a little bit of ghosting there, but it hasn't bled through or anything like that. And for what I use it for, that's perfectly fine. You know, it's a lightweight paper. I'm not too sure what grams per square meter it is. And we're just going to take a nice little look at it here. I'm using a Pilot Custom 74 with a soft medium nib, and the ink is Private Reserve Black Cherry. And I'm just sort of seeing what the dry time is. Just going to let that sit for a few seconds. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just seeing how long it takes to dry. So, you know, it dries fairly quickly for my usage. And it's a pretty paper. I like it a lot. Now, this is, I believe, what size is this? The A5 size? I'm terrible with sizes. Yeah, so it's okay. So it's 80 grams per square meter. So that's 21.3 pounds paper. And format is 14.8 by 21 centimeters, 5.8 inches by 8.3 inches. It also comes in smaller variations, and it comes in larger variations. It also comes in journals, and I believe you can even buy sketchbooks and things like that. So anyway, there you have it, a really fast look at a lovely paper. You know, if you have somebody in your family who's into fountain pens and you're thinking, oh, I should get them a stocking stuffer for the holiday season, Christmas coming up and all that. This is December when I'm shooting this video. You can't go wrong with a nice Rhodia dotPad or something like that, or a notebook or a little pad like this. They're they're not expensive, they're well made, you get a lot of paper, and it's going to get used all the time. Grocery lists, notes, all kinds of things. Students, just something that's sitting on your table at home. You're always going to use this if you're into fountain pens. So anyway, I hope you liked the video, and if you're new around here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, and you know what, let me know what your favorite pad paper is. Do you have another brand that you like? Do you use Rhodia? Do you use Clairefontaine? Some people have been finding different inexpensive papers here and there, and that they've been talking about. I've heard just so let me know what you found that might be less expensive than the Rhodia pads that works well with a fountain pen. I'm always interested in hearing from you. So anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.